This is gonna be a little bit difficult for me to make. Um, I've been dreading it all week. I've been dreading it for some time, and I just didn't know how to put it together. I just think it's time to get it over with and just share my thoughts on what it's like, or what it will be like when the time comes when you yourself want to make some lifestyle changes like I did. I used to go out to eat almost every week, multiple times a week with friends. I used to go to bars with another group of friends, and we would drink until last call. Meetups, hangouts, the etc. I guess the party lifestyle, but not really party lifestyle. I never really was that crazy, but I did have my moments. There came that time where I needed to change. In doing so, it didn't make certain people happy. Let's say you want to make a difference for your own benefits. What do you think your group of friends will do, or the people in your life will do? Will they support you? Will they push you for that lifestyle? Or will they themselves be that obstacle in your life? Hopefully, in your life, things will be easier. I still have some of those obstacles, and I had to let go of a couple friends, and I definitely cut out a couple people on my own doing on like the first week. And I had to admit, having to let go of a few of those other friends, it hurt. But cutting out the other people that I did not want anymore felt so fucking exciting. It was like a weight off my shoulders. It was great. Those people that I used to hang out with, my coworkers, and the small amount of friends that I met when I moved to San Antonio, they were great. I had a lot of fun with them. We shared a lot of good stories. We vent to each other every day at work. Made things great. I wasn't timid. I was able to enjoy myself. And what made it even better is we would also still hang out, I guess, after clocking out. We'd meet up at a bar down the street and just stress-free environment. Two of them are really good friends. I consider them like a brother and sister. Because it was every day. We chat, drank, ate, vented, shoulders to cry on. And it was like that for years until like I said, like I mentioned, I needed to lose some weight. I needed to make this change in my life. And just like that, our communications started to decline. We never we never got to hang out as much. I offered to be a designated driver. They said, nah, it's fine. I offered to still meet up and hang out. They didn't want that. They didn't want me to be lame and not drink. They kept pushing it. It's like, just come on, just drink one. Just come on, just hang out, just have one beer. Just one, I'll buy you a shot. Don't be lame. Come on. And I had to force myself to say no and stay home, because if I would have gone over and hung out with them at like wherever they were, I would have ended up drinking and broken my sobriety within the first month. And that is not what I wanted. So over time, we just went our own different ways. Last I heard is I think one of them's getting married. One of them has a really good job. That's all I know, and I'm really happy for them. That's just what it is. I mean, I still have friends right now who are kind of understandable what I'm trying to do. Like they understand my goals, and I still have a few friends who still try to instigate, who are not as supportive, or as I believe are as not as supportive and it's frustrating. It really is. I'm going on what, 4 years now, and I'm still constantly hearing it's okay to have one. Treat yourself. I can take a day off. Stop being a little bitch. Don't be so fucking lame. Stop being a pussy. Or I'm constantly, I know, like, they're rolling their eyes when I say I don't want to do a certain thing because I'm doing this. It's it's so draining. It's so annoying, and I'm contemplating whether I should cut them out as well. But there are times they do understand and they do appreciate what I'm doing, I guess. It's hard. This is hard. I'm losing track. I don't even know where I'm to go from this. This is a lot. This is a lot harder without a script. It's heartbreaking. Like I know I may have my own toxic personalities, and I know I come off annoyed and mad, but I'm not doing that intentionally. I'm doing that in retaliation because there's just so much I can take. It's annoying. It's really annoying to constantly hear the same things every week, and I really want to go back to that strict lifestyle. But I'm compromising for my friends or those certain individuals just so I can please them in some way because so far they still decide to stay in my life. And I know this is probably contradicting to what I said earlier, but I feel like if I when I do decide to make that strict change again very soon, I'm gonna lose another group of friends. And it's true. I've a few friends I've met who are into fitness have said it's not easy, that these things do happen. And so here I am. I'm sharing my experience that it did happen to me. But giving the opportunity to cut someone out of your own life, now that takes a big step. I had a person in my life who always undermined me, who always had to have the last say in everything, who constantly tore me down, never ever let me be happy with what I was doing. He always had to make poke fun. This person was honestly a real toxic asshole. He always had to find ways to bring me down to the point where I just hated myself even more. I've seen him do that with others. That if I was gonna want to eat healthy and go sober, I knew for a fact I would hear so much fucking jokes. I would hear so many ridiculous statements about me. I mean, let alone, I remember I was so sore for my first few weeks at the gym. I suggested, man, maybe I should do some yoga. And of course, I heard him say, it's like, well, yoga's for, you know, yoga's for gay people. Don't be a pussy. How is how is yoga anything like that? Yoga is essential. Yoga is great for you. And it was after those comments, I was like, you know what, dude, I don't want this. I want nothing to do with this person at all. I'm tired of him. This is it. That was the one and only straw. I'm done. So since then, I any group chat I was part of, I ignored until they made another one without me. Xbox Live, I stopped gaming when he was on, or at least made myself private. I unfollowed him on social media platforms. He's given me every single reason to despise him. I wanted to eat a salad, I'm a pussy. I wanted to do yoga, I'm a pussy. I wanted to stop drinking beer. I'm a pussy. I'm the F word. I'm a bitch. It's so dumb. So yeah, ever since I cut that person out, life has gotten a little bit easier. I no longer have to deal with that shit. Yeah, so just keep in mind what your actions can do. You know, if you ask someone nicely, like, hey man, I just don't want to go ahead and do this, this, and that. And if the people you're talking to respond, it's like, yeah man, no problem, we're fine. Then you know they're fine. But if they're constantly giving you shit about it, just keep doing your thing, and hopefully they end up learning and respecting you for it. Like, don't be as aggressive. Don't make my mistake, because I got aggressive. I didn't mean to be aggressive, but sometimes you just have to throw your point across and get them to listen. If you yourself has a friend who's, trying to better themselves, don't roll your eyes when they say they don't want to do something. Don't tell them it's okay to have one. Don't give them one of those crappy pep talks. Encourage them, push them, be a friend. I had goals. I still have those goals. I I'm tired of having a belly. I want a flat stomach. I want to look more toned. I want to look better. But whenever I give in and ruins any progress I've made, yeah, it just takes one to ruin all that. To be honest, it really does. It really does hurt. Having one does hurt because you don't know when my cheat day is. You don't know what I had the day before. You don't know what I had earlier that day. Cheat days are kind of hard to plan. They really are. Because you set one for one day, and it's like, okay, so you want to work as hard as you can for, like, let's say, for example, whenever I do plan a cheat day, that big cheat day, it's usually twice a month, or every 2 weeks, I should say. So I want to eat right and work hard for those 2 weeks until that day comes where I can just enjoy my cheat meal. But during those 2 weeks, when someone invites me to go out to eat, and I say no, and they're constantly badgering me about it, and I give in, it's gonna ruin that cheat day for me where I don't want to have a cheat day anymore. Where I'm planning to eat the specific thing on this day, it's no longer good. Or if I'm told to stay up longer, then it ruins my entire schedule for the week. Because I want to wake up at this time, work out from this to here, eat this right here, and eat my 3 meals. But I'm waking up later and I'm only eating 1 or 2 meals. It ruins it, man. And I've been going through that a lot lately. I'm slowly trying to get back to a certain schedule or lifestyle that I've had before, and it's just so overwhelmingly stressful. And it's another reason why I'm like late to put this video together, because the times I've woken up late or the times I just didn't have time to write down or shoot record, and I guess we'll see how long it takes for me to edit this video. And it's just something I have to learn how to deal with, or something they're gonna have to learn how to deal with, or we can just go our separate ways. I know it's not really much of a huge topic, it's just something I wanted to let out. Thanks for tuning in. If you like the video, leave a comment, hit the like button. If you like what I'm doing around here, please subscribe. I don't post as much, but I do plan on posting as much as I can, whether it's like once a month or twice a month. I'm still very timid about all this, awkward and nervous, but I'll try to pump out some content, or you can just find me on my other platforms of Instagram, Twitch, Twitter. That's my cue. Yeah, you have a good one. Till next time.